Welcome to CBSE English Teacher. Let's look at the detailed explanation of the poem The Voice of the Rain by Walt Whitman for Class 11 English. Inside this video, we shall look at about the poet, about the poem, summary of the poem, poem and explanation, and literary devices used in the poem. Let's begin with the poem. About the poet. Walt Whitman is widely considered to be the greatest and most influential poet United States has ever produced. Translated into more than 30 languages, he is said to have invented contemporary American literature as a genre. He is known for innovation in verse form, that is, the use of free verse in long rhythmical lines. About the poem. The poem is a dialogue between the poet and the rain. Where calling itself the poem of the earth, it explains its life cycle. Rising from the sea and the land in vaporous form, the raindrops fall back, giving the world relief from drought and settling dust all over. It stimulates the dormant seeds to life, and by soaking the earth once again, it heads for a fresh life cycle. A parallel is drawn between music and rain in the poem. Now let's look at the summary of the poem. The Voice of the Rain, which celebrates the coming of rain, is a nature poem. Fascinated by spontaneity and soothing effects of the rain, the poet asks it for an introduction. To his great surprise, the rain did introduce itself and called itself the poem of the earth. It gave a detailed account of its cyclic movement. Unnoted by the people around, the vapors rise as clouds from the womb of the earth and the unfathomable sea, taking non-distinct shapes. In spite of this transformation, this vapor-turned water basically remains the same. The rain falls from heaven above, quenching the thirst of every single tiny particle and controlling the drought. Helping in the germination, it stirs life into the dormant seeds. By drenching the earth, it prepares ground for another cycle of life for itself. This incessant process keeps on enhancing its beauty and purity over and over again. Towards the end of the poem, a parallel is drawn between rain and music. Just as rain originates from the wombs of the earth, music also emanates from the heart of the singer. Rain falling all over drenches everything, preparing to start another cycle. Music reverberates all over, irrespective whether someone listens to it or not. It echoes in the heart of the singer, exuding a sense of joy and satisfaction. Quite akin to each other, the rain and the music make the world more livable. Let's now look at the poem and explanation. And who art thou? Said I to the soft falling shore, which, strange to tell, gave me an answer as here translated. I am the poem of earth, said the voice of the rain. Eternal I rise impalpable out of the land and the bottomless sea. Who art thou means who are you. Eternal means never ending, and impalpable means which cannot be described. In these lines, the poet asked the soft falling shower, "Who are you?" To which the rain replied in a strange manner, the rain said that it was the poem of the earth, and it rose continuously from the land and bottomless ocean in the form of vapors. Upward to heaven, whence, vaguely formed, altogether changed, and yet the same, I descend to lave the droughts, atomies, dust layers of the globe, and all that in them without me were seeds only, latent, unborn. Whence means where, vaguely means not clearly, descend means come down, lave means wash or bath, atomies means small particles, and latent means hidden or buried. The rain tells the poet that it rises upward towards the sky in the form of vapor, where it changes its form, means condenses into water droplets. It also says that although its form gets changed, it still remains the same. The rain comes down to wash the drought and provides water. It also washes away the dust and small particles from the earth's surface, and the seeds inside the earth grow into a plant because of the water provided by the rain. It gives life to the seeds. And forever, by day and night, I give back life to my own origin and make pure and beautify it. For song, issuing from its birthplace after fulfillment, wandering, reckoned or unreckoned, duly with love returns. Reckoned or unreckoned, it means whether cared for or not. It neither affects the rain nor the poet if someone listens to the rain or not. The rain says that by day and night it provides life, care, enrichment, and water to the place from where it originated. The rain keeps enhancing the beauty and purity of the earth by preparing a life cycle for itself again. The rain is like a song that originates from its birthplace, just like the heart of the singer, and travels to fulfill the earth's needs and wonders. It finally comes back to the place from where it originated. Whether it is cared for or not, it returns to the original position with a lot of love to its birthplace. Let's now look at the literary devices used in the poem. Personification. Definition. Personification is a kind of metaphor in which you describe an inanimate object, abstract things, or non-human animal in human terms. Example: and who art thou? How? The rain has been personified here. He asks the rain as if it will reply like a human. The voice of the rain. The poet describes the sound of the rain as the voice of the rain. I am the poem of earth. I rise, I descend, I give back. The persona of the rain refers to itself as I. Metaphor. Definition. A metaphor is a poetic device in which the poet compares two objects without using the word of comparison like or as. Example: poem of earth. How? This is a powerful metaphor because the poet calls the rain the poem of the earth without using the word of comparison. The rain has all the qualities equal to poem, such as music and rhythm. It also soothes, heals, rejuvenates, transforms, and thrills like a poem. Oxymoron. Definition. An oxymoron is a figure of speech where two contradictory words or ideas are put together to create an effect. For example, cruel kindness, deafening silence, act naturally, regularly irregular, etc. Example: altogether changed and yet the same. How? These words are absolutely contradictory, yet the combination of these words beautifully conveys what the poet wants to express. Hyperbole. Definition: a hyperbole is a figure of speech that uses extreme exaggeration to make a point or to show emphasis. It is the opposite of understatement. For example, I have a million things to do today. Example: bottomless sea. How? All the seas have their bottoms. Bottomless sea has been used to emphasize the depth of the sea, which seems to be unmeasurable.